Alright, so 5k done. Now I'm gonna do bench, press and pull-ups. I think I'm gonna talk more inside after this whole thing when I'm by my computer, and as I edit this video I'm gonna talk through what the fuck I'm doing, what's my plan for the September marathon and what it means for my gym workouts and what are my goals and motivations and all that shit. But just wanted to film these running clips and this little talking clip. I'm gonna film some of the workout as well, just so that I want to show off. That's a good effect to have. I've talked about this before, that it's actually a good reason to film your workouts, because when you film your workouts you want to train harder because you want to show off to the internet. So that's actually a good thing to do sometimes, so I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna talk during the workout because the gym is so echoey. I don't want to talk in the gym, so I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, my cat is meowing here. He wants to get inside already from the rain. So I'm not doing very heavy bench because I'm preparing for the marathon, like I said, and the pull-ups are just body weight pull-ups, no extra weight or anything like that. So let's see what I'm gonna do. Not training arms at all. I haven't been training arms this year much at all. I just don't do it. I know my arms are not very big, so it would be cool if I actually trained them, but I'm too lazy. Maybe in the winter when I'm not running so much anymore and I don't have to do the gardening and all the firewood stuff which you can see in the background. So maybe then I'm gonna actually implement some more arm training. Let's see. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna film the training in the gym, and then I'm gonna tomorrow edit this and talk some more about these things, maybe, possibly. Alright, so my dad and my sister redid the wallpapers onto the walls so they can paint it again. Because my dad already did this once, but he didn't use enough glue, so the wallpaper was full of bubbles and shit. So now it's not gonna be full of bubbles, it's gonna look nice and smooth when my dad paints it later in a few weeks. So this gym is gonna be white for a while now, like this. But when it's done, it's done. My dad is attempting to finish the gym now, finally, by the autumn. So it's gonna have all the little details done and obviously the new paint and all that shit. So I'm gonna try to set up my bench, which is a squat rack that also works as a bench. Just a little bit messy, but I'll get a workout in. Right, so I decided to film all my sets, and I decided to make a voiceover on these clips of me training. Now, I intend to take part in a marathon, a full marathon in September, which means that it's pretty much 2 months away, since it's in the middle of September. And that means that I need to start prepping for that. And my experience from running now, because since I've done the marathon once, which was 1 year ago, I would say that if I manage to lose weight, I'm gonna be fine. Because right now I'm still heavier than I have ever been, really. Not as heavy as in the winter, that's when I was really the heaviest, but still heavier than 1 year ago, for example. Which is also why I am a bit stronger in the gym, which you can see later in this video, as I will be doing bench press with the 100 kilos for reps. And it wasn't as easy for me 1 year ago as it is for me now, since I am heavier. Because for whatever reason, fat actually helps. Having fat on your body actually helps you bench press as well, for whatever reason. So, having said all that,
I think I need to lose some weight and I need to run more because I haven't really been running a lot. I've been running once a week, pretty much, but that is not enough. So, losing weight and running more go nicely hand in hand. However, my biggest issue, personally, is the fact that I love to train in the gym. And so now I need to try to prioritize training for the marathon, running rather than training in the gym. And therefore, I will try to only do upper body once a week and deadlifts once a week. And I would like to do squats twice a week, but I think I have to drop that also to just once a week to seriously, if I want to seriously get into the marathon and actually finish the marathon, I probably have to also do less squats and just focus more on the running. But I have a bit of an obsession with maintaining my strength. So I'm always scared of training less in the gym or training lighter in the gym, even though I know I can get the strength back. So anyways, that is my plan. And if you are interested in what it takes to run a marathon, and if you're interested to see if I can actually lose some of my fat from my body, which I don't have massive amounts of fat, but I still have a few kilos of extra fat, and if I can lose those, then it's really gonna help with the running. So it's gonna be interesting to see whether or not I will be able to hold on to my muscle. Because if you look at me doing pull-ups in this video, you look at my back, there's actually a surprisingly nice amount of definition in my back muscles. And you know, my pecs are nice size too, in my opinion. So if I actually lose just some fat, then I'm gonna look quite ripped as the end result. But to be honest, since I'm now gonna run 10K runs more, for example, as I'm editing this video and I'm making this voiceover today, I filmed this video yesterday, so this is actually sort of real time. When I post this video, it's the same day that I'm editing and talking on this video. So yesterday I ran the 5 kilometers before the gym workout, and today I will run a 10K, and on Monday, last Monday, I also did a 10K. So that's 2 10Ks in 1 week, plus 1 5K, plus the gym workouts, which I didn't film my squat workout on Tuesday. And tomorrow I intend to do deadlifts, and on Sunday I intend to do squats. So anyway, I'm just like watching this video as I'm talking over it, and it's just, I don't have any plan on what I'm gonna talk about, so I'm just gonna pause every now and then and sip some coffee in the background. Yeah, so last year, I should say, as I was training for the marathon, I was running a lot more than I'm running this year. I still trained upper body and lower body once a week. And I'm honestly a bit surprised I was able to hold on to that so consistently, because I didn't have my home gym. Now it's easier since in this video, for example, I first ran 5K, but then I came back to my house and I just went to the gym right next to my house. I didn't have to hop into the car. I didn't have to worry about being sweaty and smelly as fuck and going to a public gym while I'm sweaty and smelly as fuck. So like, it's a lot easier, honestly, to run and then do a gym workout now that I have my own home gym. But on the other hand, when I think about it, last year I did not have a girlfriend, so I wasn't dedicating a few days every week to my relationship like I am now. So, I mean, one of the reasons why I get fatter than I've ever been, why I get bigger than I've ever been, is because I'm in a relationship, and now I'm sort of getting back into my own old life, you could say. I'm now adjusting the balance because I don't want to keep getting fatter and bigger just because I'm in a relationship and I'm suddenly neglecting my own habits of taking a 10-minute walk or eating more consistently and not eating too late and all these little things. So I think one of the big reasons why I want to do this marathon every year from now on is because when you actually make the decision to apply for a marathon every year, you can't get yourself get out of shape. You can't let yourself get carried away because you can't run the marathon if you don't keep your shit together. So imagine if I didn't have to train for the marathon now, I would not worry about my weight. I would just think, oh, well, I'm a bit heavier, but I'm stronger, so whatever. I wouldn't have this big, grandiose goal that requires some weight loss and increased running and therefore better cardiovascular shape and condition. So I highly suggest others to also try to have some sort of a goal and standard to hold on to. I've always had these strength standards that I want to be able to bench 100 kilos and deadlift. Well, I don't really have like specific weights there, but I always try to stay at least a specific level of strength. But I've never had to worry about gaining or losing weight because I've never gained weight. So this is the first time I'm actually I've clearly gained fat. This is the first time I have to think about losing fat. So it's a really fascinating experiment for myself to see what can I do in the next 2 months. And what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take the 10-minute walks again 3 times a day. So after each meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I take a 10-minute walk. And sometimes it's more than 10 minutes because I try to get 10,000 steps a day. And now as I run, the weekly average is going to be even more than 10k steps a day. But it's like these little things, like making sure that I get steps and increasing the running. I want to run 10k twice a week now, at least this week and next week. And when we get into August, I really have to run, I think, like 3 times a week. 10k 3 times a week, because last year I did like 20-kilometer runs and some crazy shit like that. But this year I really just want to try a different approach. I want to do 10k runs, but more often. Anyway, at this point, I'm probably, if my editing is gonna match the sound and the video correctly, I am posing for the camera. And here you can see that I'm in a decent shape, but you can see that on my belly and on the so-called love handles on the sides of the belly, I have that little bit of extra fat that sort of ruins a body that would otherwise be ripped. So that's like basically what I gotta get rid of in these 2 months to come. But anyway, the video is over now, and I should also stop this voiceover recording. So see you in the next video. And if you're interested in seeing my progress and getting some inspiration and tips and whatever, then feel free to subscribe and please leave a comment, because comments are the best. I hope you have a blessed day, and a blessed life, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and bye bye.